Hi parents! My name is Mackenzie and I was Bible speaker this week for Junior 2 with all your kids, and I first want to thank you for sharing them with us. We had such a fun time, an amazing time in God's creation with your amazing kiddos. They had a super fun week, and I just want to give you guys some tips about some of the things we talked about and maybe some things you can follow up with them on once they're home. So the first day we talked about the huge, unfathomable love of God, how deep and wide and long and high that love is. So they can definitely use the reminders, and I know you guys could probably definitely use the reminder too of just how big this love is that is coming after us from God. The next day we talked about how God sent Jesus and how Jesus is the only way, right? His living water is the only way to salvation. And that's the stuff I really want you to really be checking in on your kids about, asking them, what they thought of that. I know that we talked a lot in cabins about if you've said the prayer and asked Jesus to be your own Lord of your life. We had a lot of discussion around kids starting to claim faith as their own. This is a really cool time, 3rd to 5th grade, where we've been raising up these little ones, right? We're raising them up in the way they should go. And this is the age that a lot of them are starting to really think, oh, I actually want to accept Jesus for my own self, not just because my mom and dad have told me the whole time. So definitely dig in with some questions about that. Ask them what they've been thinking about and just keep following up and praying for them. Yesterday we talked about building our house on the rock, and your kids are amazing how much they understood when we were talking in metaphor, and we talked about the parable that when Jesus was telling them about the builder who built their house on a rock or built their house on the sand. So yesterday we talked a lot about different ways that we can build our life on the rock, about the firm foundation of God. And a lot of your kids took a one thing challenge. So definitely ask them, did you take a one thing challenge? And if you did, what was the one thing they wanted to start practicing this year? There was a lot of things, whether it was reading their Bible daily or going to church or maybe telling others about Jesus that they don't normally speak up to. So definitely follow up with them on that. And then throughout the year too, it'd be super awesome, even if other people in your family want to do a one thing challenge as well. Today we're going to talk about weathering storms as they go back home and they start to live this life in this world, this sinful, broken world, how there will be trouble, but that they have hope in Jesus. So definitely I would love to you guys just lean into those conversations and just keep reminding them as the storms come this year, because we know they will. This is the world we live in. That they have hope, they have a firm foundation, that they have hope everlasting with Jesus. Thanks again so much for sharing them with us this week, and I hope to see you guys again next year.